Guys, this is Balu from Balu Prime and once again welcome you all back for an exciting tutorial. In this tutorial, let us see how we can create this dancing animation inside Adobe After Effects using Element 3D plugin. So I hope you will find this tutorial useful, but before going to that, if you end up liking this video, please click on that like button, do share this content, and if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing my channel and support me. So without any further ado, let us start this. So here we are in After Effects. Now let us start this by creating a new composition. For that, click on this new composition, go to this preset options. I'm selecting HD1080, which is a full HD resolution with a frame rate of 29.97 and duration of 10 seconds. Hit OK. Now let us download some 3D characters along with the animation. So for that, I will be using this Mixamo site. You can log in by using your Adobe account. If you don't have your Adobe account, you can create that one easily here. So here you can see we got some characters here. So I have selected this character, and also let me go to this animations and let me select some dancing animation here. Now let us download this by clicking on this download button. We need to download in FBX format and also in collage format. Okay. So first let me select this FBX format, frames per second 30, download with skin, download it. So again go to this download, now again select this .dae format, collage, I think frames 30 with skin and download. So here you can see I have downloaded this FBX format and this is that collage format .dae. So after unzipping this, we will get this folder and we will find the textures of that character here. Okay, nice. So now let us convert this FBX format into OBJ sequence. Since Element 3D supports only OBJ format, it doesn't support FBX format. We need to convert this FBX format into OBJ. So for that, I will be using this Blender software. It is open source and I will be using only to convert that FBX format into OBJ sequence. I am also new to this, so if you are new to this, don't get confused here. It is a simple process. It can be completed in 3 steps. So first, whenever you open this Blender, you will get this interface with the elements in that. Select, press A to select all and delete them. Now come to this file, import, select your FBX format, go to that location and select your FBX format where you have downloaded. So here I will be selecting this FBX format, import FBX. So we will get our character here. So here you can see we got our character here. Now if I move forward in timeline, you can see our animation is present here. So move to the last frame where the animation ends. Now come to this playback and select this end frame. When you click on the end frame, you will see that starting frame is 1 and ending frame is 239. Later come to this file, export. Now we need to select wavefront.obj. So after that you need to click on this animation. Make sure to enable this option, otherwise our animation will not get here. After clicking on this animation icon here, select your folder location. You can save it wherever you want. So here you can see I have created a new folder. So I will be exporting that OBJ format. So here I have done already this, so I will not be doing that. So once the process is done, we can see that our OBJ sequence here, it is from frame 1 to 245. Okay. Now let us create a solid layer for Element 3D. Further, go to this layer options, new solid. Let me rename this to element. Now go to this effects and presets and look for element. If you're not finding this effects and presets, go to this window and enable effects and presets. So here I will be typing this element. So this is a third-party plugin. We need to download it separately. Select this element and drop it onto this element layer. Now click on this scene setup. So we got a new window open to work in Element 3D. After that, click on this create and select this ground plane. Let me increase this size to 50 and 50. Let me apply some materials. So come to this project as metal. So I will be applying this UV. Let me change to 5 and 5. So here our ground plane is set. Now let us import that character with obj sequence. So for that, go to this file, import, select 3D sequence. Make sure you are using this option. Don't click on this import. Come to this file, import, select this 3D sequence. Now go to the folder where you have saved that sequence. Select that first obj file and hit open. Now let me change this to bottom and hit OK. So we did not got our character here. So let me click on this normalize size. Click on this normalize size. So here you can see we got our character here now. Now let us see whether the animation is still available here or not. So for that, you can see here frame offset. If you increase this frame offset value, you can see that animation is available. So nice. Okay, now hit OK. So we got our character here. Now let us create a camera layer. Further, go to this layer options, new camera, let the preset be 35 mm and hit OK. So now select this XY camera tool. Let me bring it here. I think this position is fine. Now let me disable this depth of field. Okay. Position it here. Now let us see the animation here. Press 0 for ramp preview. So here you can see we got our dancing character here. Nice. Now come to this element, select this element layer, render settings, ambient occlusion, enable ambient occlusion. Let me change this intensity to 8. Okay. Now again go to this scene setup once again. Select this plane model. Click on this reflect mode. Change this mode to mirror surface. So you can see we got that character reflections also on the floor. Nice. Okay. So we got the reflections also here. Now scroll down to this fog options, enable fog. Now let us increase this fog opacity. Now let me increase the start value. So let me increase this to 1200 here. Okay. Let me change this camera angle. Nice. Okay, this is fine. Now come to this project once again. Now right click on this project panel, create a new composition. Now change this to, let me rename this to music lights or something. Let me rename this to music lights and hit OK. So we got this music light comp here. Now let me select an MP3 file. So I will be using this. Let me drop it onto this project panel. Again drop it onto this music light comp. Now let us create a solid layer. For that, go to this layer options once again, new solid. Let me rename this to music light and hit OK. Now come to this effects and presets and look for audio spectrum. Select this audio spectrum and drop it onto this solid layer. Nice. So let me bring it here at this corner and also move this to this corner. Now in this audio layer, select this MP3 file. So if I play, you can see audio spectrum here. Or let us increase this frequency values. So first of all, let me increase this thickness to, I think 12 will be fine. Maximum height, I will be increasing way here. Let me put here. Increase this wavelength here. Nice. Now come to this hue interpolation and change this hue. Okay, fine. Now come to this comp one once again. Now come to this project, select this music light comp and drop it onto this timeline. Hide out that one. Now select this element layer, effects control, come to this custom layers, custom texture maps, and in layer 1 select this music light comp. Okay, now click on the scene setup. After that, click on this create button and let me create this cylinder. Let me take this cylinder, move it aside, and let me place it here. Okay, now press R on the keyboard. Let me increase the height like this. Let me reduce the size, volume. Let me increase the size scale here. Okay, putting it aside here a little bit. Okay, after that, select this material, click on this diffuse none set, expand this option, select this custom layer 1. So we got this audio spectrum here. Now hit OK. Now let us change the UV of this. So click on the cylinder model, UV. Let me change this to box, or let us see which looks better. Cylinder X, no, box, sphere. Yes, I think sphere is fine. Now duplicate this model by pressing Ctrl+ D, or else right click, duplicate, and place it one here, place one here. Fine. Now click on OK. So we got this audio spectrum on this cylinders here. Now again, go to the scene setup once again. Let me create torus here. Let me select a torus, bring it top. So let me increase the scaling here, and reduce the ring radius. So now finally let us add some camera rotation and depth of field for this. So for that, let me select this element layer once again, come to this world transform options, scroll down where you find this create world transform option and click on this create button. So we got a separate layer created here. Now press R on the keyboard for rotation options, or else you can expand this, come to this transform. So here you can see XYZ rotations. So be on the first frame, enable keyframe of this Y rotation. So now let me rotate it here. Let me place it here like this first, -41. Now move to the last frame and let me change this to positive like this, +41. Okay, now let us add some depth of field. So for that, select this camera layer, expand these options, come to this camera options. Here you will see this depth of field, make it on, just click on that, it will be enabled. Now come to this aperture. Now let me increase this aperture to 150. Now let me adjust this focal distance to 2000. Let me check this. No, 1500. Okay, 1400, 1450. So try out different values here. So the main concept is I want this 3D subject to be in focus. Nice. So I think this value is perfect here. Now let us see this. Fine. So in this way we can create this 3D dancing animation in Adobe After Effects using Element 3D plugin. So I hope you guys have learned something new from this tutorial. If you have learned anything new, please like, share and subscribe my channel and support me. So we will meet in the next video. Until then, signing off. Take care. Bye.